Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. Today's video is dedicated to those traveling with children or those who have time to spare in Madrid and want to spend a fun day in the city. We are going to visit the Parque de Atracciones de Madrid, Madrid's amusement park. In the video, we are going to tell you where the park is and how to get there. We will talk about the main attractions, we are going to share some practical tips, we're going to talk about the tickets, and finally we'll tell you what we think of the park and who we think it would be a good place for. Madrid's amusement park is inside the Casa de Campo, which is the largest green area in the capital. You could get to the park by car, taxi or bus, but why complicate your life? Batan metro station is just a few meters from one of the entrances to the park. The station belongs to the Metro Line 10, which is very convenient because before reaching the park, it passes through the center of Madrid. Leaving the station, you just have to follow the signs to get to the park. The park is relatively large, but it is not gigantic. It has a main entrance from the Casa de Campo and a side entrance for those arriving by metro. The park is divided into 4 large themed areas. Nickelodeon Land concentrates the attractions for the little ones. Naturaleza, nature, is an area with several water rides and a couple of roller coasters. Tranquilidad, tranquility, is for those who shy away from thrill rides. And finally, Machinismo is the area of the park where the most radical attractions are concentrated. There are maps scattered throughout the park so you can easily find your way around. At the top of the screen you will see the names of the attractions we are going to show you. Another clarification, sometimes we speed up the video for a more dramatic visual effect. We have not done this in today's video. The actual speed of the rides is what you see on the screen. Let's start with Nickelodeon. This is the part of the park where you'll want to spend the most time if you are traveling with young children. The area has 12 rides, the vast majority of which are fairly quiet. But you'll find that there is a certain gradation in the intensity of the rides, from those more suitable for younger children to those that require a little more adrenaline tolerance. The first Naturaleza, nature, attraction you'll see, located at the meeting point of several areas of the park, is the Tío Vivo, the merry-go-round, probably the park's most beloved attraction. It is a hand-painted carousel from 1927 which has been recently restored. The Naturaleza area has also 4 other major attractions, 2 roller coasters and 2 water rides, which are very popular on hot days when a refreshing dip is warranted. At the rapids, you'll hopefully not get too wet. but at the fjords, be prepared because there's no escaping the final dip. So be careful to protect anything you're carrying that cannot get wet. The Tranquilidad Zone, Tranquility, has several attractions. Two are very quiet, one is more thrilling, and the last one is not quiet at all. The Zeppelin offers a very relaxing ride through the heights of the park, ideal when you want to take a break. Get on the Zeppelin, go for a ride around the park, and come back down with your batteries recharged. La Jungla, the jungle, is another very quiet attraction with a very pleasant atmosphere, very popular with families with young children. The third attraction is called Star Flyer. Sitting on a kind of swing, you'll soar high above the park for lots of twists and turns and incredible views of the Casa de Campo and Madrid. The fourth attraction in the Tranquilidad Zone is anything but tranquil. It is the Walking Dead experience. It is an attraction for adults, fans of the series. Of all the attractions in the park, it is the only one that is not included in the entrance fee. You have to pay for it separately. In addition to the attraction, at the times advertised in the park, there is a free performance that can be seen outside the attraction. The fourth themed area is Machinismo, where you'll find the highest concentration of adrenaline-fueled rides. But not everything is radical here. The sillas voladoras, the flying chairs, are a moderate attraction that can appeal to many different types of people. And the same goes for the rotor, the rotor. There is also an aquatic attraction, the Aserradero, where we will get wet once again. And from here on, it's all rides for those who like a lot of twists and turns, spinning upside down, too radical for quiet people like us. The three most radical roller coasters in the park are here. The first is the Tarantula, whose main feature is that the seat rotates 360 degrees. The second roller coaster is the Tornado, an inverted roller coaster which reaches a speed of 60 km per hour and performs several loops along the way. Finally, Abismo, Abyss, is the queen of the park, the fastest roller coaster with a vertical drop at 105 km per hour. So that was our quick overview of the park's main attractions. Now let's get down to practical advice. How much time should you spend at the park? We would dedicate a full day and try to arrive early in the morning to make the most of your day. What to wear? This will depend a lot on the time of the year. We went in August on a hot day. We got very wet on the water rides, but we also dried off very quickly. At other times of the year, a change of clothes might be a good idea if you plan to enjoy the water rides, which anyway close between November and March when it's colder. What is the food like at the park? There are several fast food outlets and also vending machines for drinks, all of which are quite expensive. But you can bring your own food and drink from home or from the hotel. There are several eating areas. You are seeing now on screen the park's official website with lots of useful information, including a map of the park. You can buy tickets on site on the day of your visit, but if you want to avoid the slow queue at the ticket office on busy days, you can buy your tickets online. We are going to put in the description of the video a link to the Civitatis website where we bought our tickets and where you can check prices and opening times. Prices, by the way, depend on the date of the year and the day of the week. What is included in the ticket? The ticket includes unlimited rides in all the attractions we have presented in the video and some more, as well as several shows that take place in the park at fixed times every day. The only thing not included is the entrance to the Walking Dead space. Is it worth paying to skip the line? Only you know your tolerance for queues. Queues tend to form at the most popular attractions, especially on the busiest days in the park. The skip the line pass is called a speedy pass. There are several types of them and it's worth checking the conditions before you buy anything. I'm sure you have other questions, just use the commentary box to ask. And on to our final assessment of the park. If you are a theme park amusement park specialist, if you have been to countless parks in the United States and other parts of the world, the Madrid Park is probably not for you. The Madrid Park is good fun for those who go with children or for those who have a day off in the city, especially on a hot day, and want to have a lot of fun. To be honest with you, we had a great time. Even if, as we don't like radical rides, we didn't go on them, but we are not theme park specialists. By the way, if you're planning to visit Madrid, make sure you avoid the mistakes we talked about in the video you're watching now on the screen. We'll see you there while we discuss how to avoid those mistakes.